welcome to our 10th Zoomprov. Woohoo! I beg your pardon? I'm getting a lot of feedback here. It's weird. Is that normal? I'm getting a lot of feedback here. It's weird. Is that normal? I'm getting a lot of
Someone's got the YouTube open, guys.
Yeah, Toni, is your YouTube on silent?
Oh, I don't know how to make it silent. How do I do that?
YouTube on silent.
Oh, I don't know how to make it silent. How do I do that?
Toni, if you open the YouTube
I've
viewer,
got it. I've
got
got it. Are we back to normal now? Thank you, Avril.
Well done.
Oh, man.
Here's the Toni, everybody.
Woo!
Next
Okay,
task
so
force.
the situation is, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, Granny's at the helm. And I finally actually just managed to actually have Zoom on the one section of our computer and YouTube on the other. It's a miracle. And I've got my telephone on the side here to get other information from WhatsApp. So I'm in a little bit of a technological, technophobia-ish kind of a challenge situation. Regardless, good evening. Welcome to our 10th Zoomprov. We are so excited to have you all here with us tonight. Hello, Marcel. Hello, Rachael N. I can see you all out there. We've got our beautiful performers here with us tonight. I can see Eduardo. Hello, Eduardo. Oh, nice. I can see Martin trimming his bush. Hey, Marty. Hayleigh is doing her makeup. And we have Jess. Hi, Jess. Jess is checking her fringe. Is her fringe at the right level? Yes, it is. Rachael is busy getting in touch with her feline feelings. She's just moved into a new apartment in London. It has a street view. And she's warned us that trucks might come past. And we have Avril in her incredibly peaceful background situation. Avril always dresses to match. And she's incredibly impressive on that level. So, ladies and gentlemen, you've met the cast. I also want to say a big thank you and hello to Emil Art Punk, who is in the background, who is going to be doing all the techie stuff for us. Hi, thank you, Emil. Thank you, Emil. So, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, I'm going to ask for a couple of things from you before we get going for our first and second games we're playing tonight. But before I do that, I want to say you're watching for free on YouTube. It's brilliant. We're playing because we love playing. But if you're having a good time and you're having a fat jaw, you're welcome to donate. And Emil will post in the YouTube chat the links for our donations. And also he will be putting up the little, I think it's called a QR code. He's such a little shit. Eduardo is so advanced. Eduardo spends a day, every day, with about 17 things open on his computer. So he really thinks I am like this. Right, without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to ask you if there's anyone out there who's got an amazing art image. We're going to play, our second game is called Unfine Art, where we have a couple of artists and a moderator who are discussing an artwork. And we'd like you to, you'll see on our chat line there, there's a WhatsApp group you can join to post your images. And also a completely unrelated title for that image would be great. So we might choose somebody else's title and somebody else's image. So get onto that now. So that by the time we get to our second game, we've got stuff. Right. So our first game tonight is welcome to my channel. And what we're going to need from you, the audience, is an object, please. So you can post things in the YouTube chat, your offers of objects that we can use to inspire people's channels. Go on, go on. Somebody said picture is frozen. Now they're saying it works. Cat. A cat. Lovely. Cat. I think I'm seeing cat from Marcel B. It was posted ages ago, but I'm not seeing any current offers, or am I not scrolling down enough? No. So I think we're going to go with cat. How do you feel about that, guys?
Cool.
Happy?
All right. So welcome to my channel, and your object is cat.
Right. Cat works forever. Thank you, Marcel. True story.
What's up, everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Just a little bit of a news update. The tea going on between James Charles and Jeffree Star reached a height when it turns out that this week, Jeffree Star stole James Charles's cat from his LA residence. Now, Jeffree did go on to his Instagram and his YouTube to make a statement about this, where he said that James Charles would rue the day that his cat was stolen, and that James's cat will be next and on the line. This is clearly a cat fight for the ages. Join me next time with all the latest tea in the YouTuber world.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I wanted to talk about my cat food today because my kitty cat, who's my best friend, also only eats branded kitty food. You can buy it at any pet store, but if you give the account code that I've posted down there, then I'll also get more likes and subscribes also. So please subscribe to my channel. Please buy the cat food.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I've got some really sad news since the last time we spoke. I don't even know how to say this, but my best friend's best friend, Janice's best friend, Toniqua, her cat is in the vet right now, and that's why I'm sharing their GoFundMe for reconstructive surgery, the chin implants for Grumples II. They didn't work. We thought they'd work. We thought they'd be super chukawai, and they haven't worked. And we need about $10,000. So if you could just click on the link and whatever you can give. I know it's tough times.
Hello. Hello. It's me asking you, who are you? Welcome back to my channel. It is good to have you here again, asking, who is that? Who am I? And this week, my followers, I ask you to think of yourself in the eyes and through the eyes of a cat. Cat's eyes. What does a cat see? What do you see? What do I see? What does cat see? We shall see, because I am Banksy.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today has been a beautiful day for Truman and I. I actually took him outside for the first time on a little lead. Everyone was like, oh my God, you can't put cats on leads. And I said, shut up, I can. And then he had 2 poos outside, which was really good. I'll show you guys the Instagrams just now. And yeah, so what we're gonna do now is I'm just gonna give him a little bath, but don't worry, I'm not putting him in the water. This is a mother's bath, which I do with my tongue. So I will live stream that video now. You can actually pay me on Patreon if you want to see. There's I've also got an OnlyFans account as well. If you want to have a look at that, some premium content for you there. Okay, bye. Meow meow.
Hey guys, welcome to my channel. As you know, this is Anne-Marie here, and I am your fitness guru. Today's workout is just gonna be arms, and let me tell you, all you're gonna need is your cat. So what you're gonna need to do is take your cat in both hands, right, and just lift and lower, and you'll feel that working on your biceps. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna sway the cat from side to side, and you'll feel that on your triceps. Okay, so we're just gonna do sort of 8 reps of each, and then we'll end with a shoulder stretch, which is where you just hug your cat and just love your cat and just stretch out those shoulders, because you guys are amazing, and fitness forever. Like and subscribe. See you next.
Great stuff. Oh, I want to follow all of you on your channels. Fantastic.
Why does everyone have a cat standing by?
Well, not everybody, but a lot of
No.
you do.
My animals
So-
are not disciplined enough to do that. They're all asleep.
Yeah, mine's just walking around, irritating me, but it's not even a cat, it's a dog. So,
I'm just covered in
Move-
cat hair.
oh, now you're full of cat hair. Ew, sticky tape. So, we are moving on to our second game, which is called Unfine Art. And I need to ask Emil, Punk Art, if he will please post the image up on our screen, please, Emil, so that we can see what the artwork is.
We need a title first.
Do we need a title before the artwork?
Any unrelated title.
Okay, let's go for the title first. I did ask people to send titles in, but you can start typing away now. Start typing away on titles. Let's see. Any offers? Come on.
Everybody's so quiet tonight.
So quiet. I'm cooking. Damsels.
Is that a title or an excuse, Marcel?
I love it as a title. In fact, I'm going to choose that as a title.
Or we have
Okay.
Who's Your Daddy coming into the WhatsApp group.
What? We've got Who's Your Daddy?
Who's Your Daddy?
Oh. Both, ha. Oh, okay.
Who's your
I'm
daddy
dancing
cooking?
We've got I'm Dancing in the Dark.
That's a good one.
You know what? Okay, let's take I'm Dancing in the Dark. Oh, yeah. Who's Your Daddy?
Who's your daddy cooking?
Who's Your Daddy Cooking? Great stuff. That's your title. Who's Your Daddy Cooking?
Who's Your Daddy cooking? Okay.
You got that? We're also asking, no, we're not. Oh, now they're coming in. The Lights of Paris, Sushi in Bed. Lovely, but we've already chosen Who's Your Daddy Cooking. Emil, have you got the artwork ready for us that has been sent in that you can post for us? We're waiting for the picture. Oh, lovely. So there's our artwork from Admin 2. And the title is Who's Your Daddy Cooking? And this game is for Martin, Eduardo, and Hayleigh. And I'm going to challenge whoever kickstarts the conversation to create an accent that in fact, I'm going to ask anybody out there if they want to give us a nice Caucasian accent challenge. Would you like to give an accent? Anybody out there watching tonight? Swiss. Thank you, Marcel. You are Swiss. Swiss.
Oh, okay. Swiss, okay.
Oh. Thank you.
Are we live?
Yes, Jonathan? Yes,
Yes.
we're live. We're live. We're live, everyone. Welcome to our channel. I've recently just recovered from the COVID, so my vocal cords are quite damaged. So there might be fluctuations of the way I speak. It's a permanent defect that has occurred to me since COVID. We're so very happy to have you all here today. I am Gunther Stratenschlofen, and I'm so very happy to have our two inestimable guests for today's art chat. We have Katinka. Hi, Katinka. Katinka, as you might know, is the head curator of the T45 space in Basel, a very wonderful space. I've been there a few times. Fantastic.
Thank you very much, Gunther.
We
love our
space. And we've also got a fantastic emerging artist, Michael Stratford. Oh dear, Michael.
Sorry,
It happens.
I get so nervous around the camera.
Michael.
It happens. Welcome. So, as you two know, we've invited you to discuss this artwork with us on the internet, and I think it's very important to to mix dialogue between the established and the unestablished. Katinka, it's always interesting to hear from the deep theoretical core and then to hear from the younger, life force. So I leave it to you with our work. What can we say? This photographer, the work speaks for itself, doesn't it?
I think before we start, Gunther, I'd just like to say to Michael that I'm such a fan of your work. I saw your first exhibition at the current Biennale, and I traveled the world so much, which can account for my just generally Europeanness. And I must say, your work has inspired something in me. It has woken something up in me as a chief curator myself. And in my long career, I'm just so pleased to see such incredible work. Your piece with all the pens was inspired.
Thank you so much, Katinka. If I may take the time to be so precocious, if you're that impressed by my work, isn't it time I get a gallery show?
Oh, I don't run the gallery alone, But my taste speaks for itself, of course.
Well, of course, I think we are all in good company of taste tonight. The artwork that Gunther has brought to us to critique is truly, I think, the height of contemporary Swiss art. The artist himself is extraordinary. They are quite groundbreaking and inspiration to myself.
Absolutely. I mean, this piece is by Marilyn Strasbourg, who is also an advocate, or not more accurately, her father was an advocate for the legal cannabis movement in Europe.
Yes.
So this piece deeply references her childhood. Oh, sorry, Gunther.
Right, they call her the Swiss Ruth Bader Ginsburg, in fact.
This is it.
R.I.P.
This is it.
R.I.P. And of course, I think this speaks a lot to the title. The title is Who is Your Daddy Cooking? Which is a lot, of course, referencing her father, the big candidate, the big advocate for legal cannabis, and of course, his cooking of various forms of cannabis, indica, and sativa. I'm not familiar with all the terms, but she does use them a lot. And if I can speak on the materials used, I do understand that the leaves we see here in the work are from her own garden of good and evil, shall we say, where she grows and maintains her own hydroponic stash.
And if I may speak a moment and jump off there and talk to the composition, you'll see there are very incredible shadows just on the one side, which speaks to this notion of good and evil, maternal, paternal, cooking and raw, not cooking. You know, there's the raw food movement, which, you know, as we know, is good.
And if we may talk about, of course, the very subtle reference to Hans Klotternik and his wood veneer series, his wood veneer photographs are, you know, inestimable as you are, Katinka, and as beautiful, if I may say.
Thank you. Don't embarrass me, Gunther. You're so funny.
It's just a cough, actually, but I prefer not to cough. You know, yes. the angle is really indicative of veneer 3145. It was the only in the series at a 12-degree angle. So I wonder if there's an indication also to the history here.
This is a good point. Michael, you are an art history major. What is your take?
Well, I think we certainly see the inspiration. If I may be so blunt as to say, if I take a closer look, the wood that she's used is a rare redwood from America, because I do believe that she spent some time there, where, of course, she studied her art form. She went to UCLA Berkeley to do art, actually. She's the first person ever to have done the course there, so I'm told. And the grain of wood is astounding. You normally only see it on cheap school desks, but the way she's reinterpreted it as a way to frame this indica, this, as Gunther rather punningly said, to indicate. I thought that was quite clever. You are using the terminology of marijuana while discussing the art. It's quite brilliant. You are a quick-witted man, Gunther.
That he is, I must confirm.
And you catch everything, Michael. Fantastic. So, to end, shall we look at, for example, Katinka, how would you include this work together with Michael's fantastic work from the biennial? I cannot forget. How would you install?
Well, you know, Michael works very much with objects, the pens, the kitchen utensils, the things that you might use on a stove, for example. So I think if I were going to curatorially group the work, I would speak to working with your hands, cooking, general laid back sort of indica type activities, and I would have a very subtle thread, if I may, of the battle towards legalization of marijuana.
Fantastic. Well, we have run out of time today, but Katinka, I hope this means we'll see a certain exhibition with a young emerging artist quite soon in your institution. Thank you very much, Katinka.
I do hope to invite Michael to the Digital Biennale this year.
Fantastic. And thank you, Michael. Thank you to our audience for joining. We'll see you next week.
Thank you all. Bye. Thank you so much.
Great stuff. Thank you to our very erudite art curator type people. And now, ladies and gentlemen, moving on to our next game. Our next game is Field Reporter. In this game, we have 3 players. One of them is the naive person. They have no idea what they are reporting on. The reporter is out in the field, and we have 2 people in the studio on the news, and they are getting the feedback from the field reporter, who has to guess what she is reporting on. So this game is for Rachael, Jess, and Eduardo. And Rachael is going to be the naive person. She's going to be out in the field reporting on something she has no idea about, of what it is, and has to guess from the clues given from the in-house crew. So please, we're asking our audience for a bizarre event that Rachael can be reporting on. We want Rachael to now make sure her sound is off.
Yeah, I'm going to turn off my computer.
And that she's not looking at anything. She's not looking at the screen where we might write.
Yeah, I don't like that Rachael. Hey, she's not nice.
Dodgy.
Okay. Also, yeah, just to remind you, if you're having fun, don't forget to donate. And we're loving all your offers. Thank you. The lemming. What is that about, Emil? Yes, so let's see if anyone's stubbing a toe. We need something, thanks, Bronwyn, something quite, somebody in the US election stubbing a toe. How fantastic. Nice. Any other? Emil, I didn't get that. I mean, Eduardo?
We have who in the US election?
Yeah, I like the US elections and I like stubbing a toe. We can combine those.
Someone that Rachael would know.
Yeah, somebody Rachael would know. Let's not put it in deep poo. Bernie Sanders?
Yes, shame.
Okay, should we have Bernie Sanders stubbing his toe in the US elections?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what she's reporting on. Yep.
Yes.
Or Melania.
Melania. We also have to bear in mind that we are about 5 full seconds ahead of the YouTube viewers. So we must give people time to catch up with us.
Let's go with Melania. That would be more fun.
Melania, yeah.
Should we take Melania who stubbed her toe?
Yeah.
That's too easy.
Maybe.
We'll make it hard.
Okay, good for you, Jess. All right. Guys, are we up for that?
Yeah.
That's it. Alrighty. So we're going to call Rachael back. Let's all wave our hands and get her attention. Rachie. Back in the room, Rach.
Yes.
Right, it's over to you in the field.
Well, Mark, that was really, really interesting weather report. I'm so glad to know that winter is on its way. And of course, with winter, it comes a whole lot of other storms, but let's hope we're not in for a bad one.
Me too, Tanya. I'm done with that frosty wind.
Yeah. Well, Mark, I seem to be seeing that we have got Amy and she's in the field. Something incredible has happened. Hello, Amy, can you hear us?
Hello, Tanya. Hello, Mark. Good to be with you today. Absolutely amazing scenes today. As you can see behind me, a lot of people are here.
Yeah, Amy, how far away behind you are they? Are they keeping a safe distance?
They are. Everyone is wearing masks. Everyone is.
Are you sure?
Well, I could have a closer look, but
don't get too close.
Pardon?
Don't get too close.
I will not get too close. Not to worry, Tanya. Not to worry. I am an experienced reporter, as you know. But yeah, it's really amazing scenes today.
Amy, we're getting incoming reports that the item worn is possibly the reason for the event.
Exactly. We're not 100% sure at the moment, but we are pretty certain.
And she took a yelp shortly after.
She took a could you just repeat that for me?
Yelp.
A yelp. Yes, indeed.
Amy, I'm also getting reports, and I can see here on Twitter as well. She started shouting words like the words she used when she was referring to the Christmas decorations. She was, and this is all being picked up on social media and, of course, live media. So people, mostly those who are.
avid supporter. I really am. And I'm so worried. Was it just the one, or what? Are the other 9 okay? Was it just the one that was affected, or I mean, how bad is this exactly? That's what I want to know. Thank you.
That's a good question. And also, I'm just going to add to that and say, did you possibly go up to her and saying, this little piggy went to market, calm her down? I'm sure she was panicking. She doesn't like to slip up.
Of course. I know Miss Piggy has been involved in quite a few incidents in her life. Just as
she certainly has, and some people have referred to Mr. Trump's wife in many terms. I think that would offend Miss Piggy.
Yes, I think the MAGA team would be quite offended with Miss.
Of course. I merely brought Miss Piggy up.
We apologize profusely. The tweets are coming in already.
I meant no offense. All I meant to say was Miss Piggy had a similar incident back in the 2016 VMAs. I understand Melania Trump is completely different, and she is the FLOTUS. What more can we say?
We can't say, and I'm sorry, Amy, but people seem to really be panicking behind you. We want to know if it's broken or not. Is it just scraped?
It has completely broken off. Her foot is now completely nude. However, the voters in this line currently, they will be voting shortly. Melania Trump assures everyone.
I'm so sorry that happened to her other foot, but the foot that wasn't so badly affected. It was just the main.
Has it been splintered?
The broken foot.
A little bit, the one.
Just the small part.
Oh, the pinky toe.
The one on the opposite side.
The big toe.
Oh.
Yes.
And she didn't break it, I'm so sorry.
The main toe, the main toe. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
She just.
So it's gone slightly black on the
yes.
tip.
Yes. Almost like frostbite, but yes, a broken toe, a splintered toe.
Oh, not so broken. More like humped.
Bruised. Some would say.
Like bumped with an S.
A smash toe. Some would say.
Well, we're going to have to soon move over.
There you.
Talking
Amy.
about stubs, we're moving over to the movie section next. Thanks, Amy, for joining us. We'll see you next week.
Goodbye and good night.
And Melania stumbles home with a black toe. Well done, guys. Fantastic. So I'm sorry to see that our viewers lost sound during that. But Emil says everything's back. Anka says the sound is back. So we're not sure if it was a CIA thing, because we're speaking about certain world powers. But we are now going to move straight on to our next game, which is Playbook. So in this game, we have 3 players. If anybody else feels the need to join, they can. But one of the players, have you all got scripts, actors? Great stuff. I'm going to decide which of the actors is going to be on a script. They may only, when they speak, they may only speak in the next consecutive dialogue of their character that they've chosen to speak in. Those are the only words they may use. The other 2 actors have to justify what that actor is saying and to create a scene with a beginning, middle, and end. And I was thinking it might be quite nice to ask you, the audience, for some kind of strange character trait to throw at them that they have to include in one of their characters. Anybody want to make an offer of a character trait out there? Marcel, Anka, Annette, character traits.
Takes about 5 seconds or so, so it should stop.
Yeah.
Oh, also in the meantime, we have a name. We've got a donation from Mick.
Yes, so we have to have Mick, ADD, fantastic, from Mahita, multi-potentiality.
Mahita?
Hello, Mahita. So I has a lisp. OCD, washes hands compulsively. Would you guys like to? Okay, I'm going to tell you who's playing, first of all. I've chosen Martin to be on script. So Martin, have you got a script with you? Yes, I saw you hold one. Great stuff. And I have chosen Hayleigh and Avril to play with Martin. And you can choose which. Do you want somebody with ADD, a lisp, or OCD?
I've had all at one point.
Sometimes at the same time.
I mean,
I think ADD could be fun.
ADD, lovely.
Let's go with that.
Not just stigmatized, just saying.
Not, you see, that's what I'm worried about, stigmatizing. So can you be very sensitive? Sees
Well,
the
how about-
world as an animation. Oh my God. I think
I love that.
it's
If
complex.
we were giving prizes, I would give a prize to that offer.
Yeah. It's one of that clever Cummins' family.
They
Oh.
are very smart.
They are, if they're anything like the one we've got, they are super bright.
Those Cumminses.
Those Cumminses. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have a character who is ADD, I think.
Sees the world
think
as an animation.
Do you want to try that?
Yes, let's.
Yes.
Great. It's your call. I'm going away and it's over to you. You know who, in which
Page
order
number.
to talk.
We need a
Page number, right. We need a page number. Anybody want to throw a page number at us? Anywhere between 1 and 25. 20 is the number. Martin, turn to page 20. Good choice. Got it.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Oh my word. Cindy, it's so good to see you here. We are setting up for this wedding and we don't know where we're supposed to put the flowers. I mean, I know you're the bride, but please, can you help us? We don't know what's going on.
I'm having a really, really bad panic attack, actually. And I you know what? Can you just call my brother Mick. I need to speak to him.
Okay, Mick. All right, well, let's just hear what Mick has to say about this.
I don't think we're being awkward.
No, I agree, Mick. Thank you for that. We can put the flowers anywhere. They're not orchids, so we can put them anywhere.
You make tea. Tea doesn't make anything awkward.
Have it. I'm done.
Okay, listen, Cindy, Mick, we need to figure this out. So, do you have a preference, Mick, for where we should put the flowers?
Janet?
Am I really awkward?
Mick, let's just pause your problem for a second, okay? Janet, this is my wedding.
I'm sorry.
I know you're sorry. Janet, why are you looking at me like I'm crazy?
This feels like a Disney movie. What is happening? It's like you're about to break into song or something.
Apparently, I'm too awkward to see anything.
What is going on, guys? Like, seriously. You're both looking at me like I'm crazy. It's my wedding day. It's like super high stakes, okay? Like, I'm marrying the man of my dreams. It is a Disney movie. He is my Prince Charming, okay? But
okay, Cruella de Vil.
You know what? I think it was the tea that made this awkward.
I think you're right. I think that's absolutely what happened. So can we just take a step back, forget the tea, and just make this the afternoon that you want it to be?
Maybe it's better for them to find out like this, because after the supposedly awkward tea party, we weren't going to tell them anything.
Mick, find out what? What?
Why the hell should I tell them? You're the one who...
I cannot tell Stephen. He will not marry me.
Oh yes, everything is my fault as always.
Okay, so what we did was we hid the surprise announcement inside the cake, right? Of like, by the way, I had an affair, but that's over, and I'm glad we're married.
You know
now.
what?
That was meant to pop out.
Why
We
don't
can
you
do that
just leave
later.
the country? Go. Take
Yes.
all your
Yes,
stuff and leave.
Mick, you're right. I can't marry Stephen with this big lie hanging over my head. I think I should leave the country.
No, Cindy.
I'm sorry about the flowers.
Think about your wedding. Think about the gifts.
Can we please just get this over and done with and not stall with your overbrewed tea and unwanted cookies?
Preach it, Mick. Preach it.
Okay. Fine. You guys are right. You guys are right. I'll get the dress on. I'll stay away from tea for the rest of the day.
Right.
I'll get married. I'll get married to Stephen. Fine.
Are you going to get them, or?
I'm going to get the dress. Yes.
Great.
I was just asking because if you're not going to get them, I will.
All right. No, I mean, I think Cindy's going to get the dress. I'm going to get the flowers.
Get the
We're
flowers.
going
Mick,
ahead
get
with
the
this.
dress. We'll meet back here in my waiting room.
Cool. 10 minutes.
Like 30 minutes.
Fine.
I just hope I don't freak out, because every time I look in the mirror, I go fucking crazy.
It's all right, honey. We're sorry too.
Okay, well, we're here now. We're here now. Let's just do it.
Well, it wasn't as much as a decision, you know. It's like...
You've gone all Pixar, Cindy.
Yes.
I told you, every time I look in the mirror, I'm going crazy.
Mick, is she always
Okay,
like
cool. Swag.
That's what I mean, I think it is quite swag, actually, Cindy. I think you could rock this with your dress. You've
Okay, you know what? Just send the makeup artist in on your way out. I'm ready. I'm ready to get married.
I'm just trying to make them more comfortable by using their lingo.
Cool.
Cool.
One last word of advice. Don't look back. Mick, any last words of advice from you?
That wasn't so bad.
You're right. I'm ready.
You got this, team.
That's good. That's what we wanted.
Flowers are here.
Flowers.
Great. Wow. What an interesting script, Martin. What's the title of your play?
Title of the play is Parental Guidance by Jasmine Huzzy.
Ooh,
Thank you, Jasmine.
Fantastic. Yeah, and what a fabulous character thing to have added with this animation. Excellent. So we're moving straight on to our next game, which is Points of View. Yes?
Oh, yay.
So in this game, ladies and gentlemen, we have two people who have both witnessed something. They don't know each other. They've never met. They just both happen to have witnessed this, some almost not quite mundane or everyday event. It could be something as strange as a window cleaner in a Spider-Man outfit at the top of the Colton Tower, for instance, or somebody, I don't know, riding on the top of a train. Whatever it is, we're going to get that idea from you, please, viewers at home. And then our two players will give us each of their points of view of this event. So please, can we have from you something credible Doesn't have to be every day, but it must be something credible that both these two have witnessed.
Who's playing this game, Toni?
Oh, sorry. Well, I've got Rachael and Jess to play this game. Thank you. Oh, a cowboy riding a horse in downtown LA. Nice. Any other offers? A man shaving his legs. Could be a man shaving his legs on horseback. Aha. That could be fun. Cat on leash poos in cat on leash poos in children's sandbox. That's hysterical. Any more offers?
I think we've had cats. Do you want to do cats, or do you want to do man shaving legs on horseback?
I love man shaving head on a horseback. I mean, what do you two feel?
I love a man shaving his legs on horseback too.
Should we go with that?
Yeah.
All right. Thank you very much. So we're combining Bronwyn and Marcel's offers. A man on horseback shaving his legs, and I think we'll let you decide the location. You two, we won't make it specific downtown LA. And goodbye.
It was just a typical afternoon for me. I love watching the sunset around 5 p.m. I go down to the beachfront and I put on my little summer dress and I take a box of grapes with me and I just go down to the beachfront and I just eat my grapes and I look at the sun. I'm a simple woman, you see. And so it was like any other day. And I was sitting there thinking to myself,
now I was there, back when Hollywood was Hollywood. The stars were bright, the men were men and the women were women. Good old days. I used to clean the floors on the Hollywood sets, you see. I've seen many a thing in my life, but I ain't seen nothing like this. And I'm living to 2020.
so I'm eating my grapes and I'm just thinking about this audition that I have. The following day, you see, it was for this big Hollywood movie, which is why I moved to Hollywood so that I could be in the movies, because I always wanted to be in the movies since I was a little girl, and that's why I moved from where I was. But anyway, I'm getting bogged down with details here.
Now, I used to live near a bog, and it was my wish to be a Hollywood star when I was a young boy. So I got on the back of a horse, because that's all I had. We called it a horse, it was a donkey. And I rode all the way to Hollywood. Now, Dad, I know what a good horse looks like, because I saw him when I got to Hollywood on them sets that I was cleaning.
I suppose that I smelt it before I saw it. Almost like a woody kind of a bergamot kind of smell. I've got hay fever on the best of days, so I started sneezing all over the place. Just achoo, achoo.
It was going to be my last ride. I was going to make a statement to 2020 and the people in it. Now, I always lighten some hay here in my pipe. I got it from my old papa. I got on my horse. I raised my leg. My horse is fine. She's old now. We're both about dead. Started riding down the streets of LA. Suddenly I hear sneezing. Was sneezing real bad. My horse gone bug up, bug up. I was terrified.
I'm not sure what's going on. So I hear this clip clopping behind me, so I was on the beachfront, but there was a road behind me. So I look round, I look yonder, and I say, oh my gosh, this is the most crazy thing I've ever seen in my life. And I'm in Hollywood, you know, and there's this man smoking a pipe on a horse. But that's not the only thing that's weird about this.
I had a pipe in one hand and a razor in the other. So help me, I'd raised my trouser leg and I was shaving my legs. I was shaving my legs because it don't matter if you're a boy, if you're a girl. It's the binary, non-binary, non-gendered. Before the day I die, I'm going to make a statement, and so I did. But I got thrust off that horse, my bad leg in the sky. But you know who caught me? This girl. She caught me in her arms, and they gone caught it all on type. It's all over what they call now social media.
So as I caught him in my arms, because I've been working out as well, so I can bench press about 500 pounds. I'm pretty strong. So I caught this old man and I said to him, "Hey, sir, I can see you shaving your legs, and this is America, land of the free. You can do whatever you want in this town, but you should not be shaving without some sort of gel or liquid, because you're just going to get those razor bumps in your leg." And as I'm holding this old man in my arms, I just look down at him and I just feel my tears welling up in my eyes, looking down at this old wrinkled skin, this old heap of a husk of a man.
I gone look up in her eyes, prettier than a horse's. There's tears coming down. The last thing I said to her before I left this planet is, "You gonna be a star, my girl. You gonna be a star."
And then he just kind of slumped down, and then the police came, and that's why I'm talking to you, is you know, filling out these affidavits, whatever you call them. But he did, if you could just put this in the report, is that he did say that I would be a star. So if you could just get that in writing, if that's okay, just because I don't have an agent yet, and I would just like that in writing so that I can, you know, put that on my resume of sorts, you know. Oh, that's all? Okay. Well, thank you very much. Thank you. Bye-bye now.
Oh, beautiful. Well done. What lovely characters. Thank you. And ladies and gentlemen, that was our last game for the evening. Thank you so much for joining us on YouTube and being with us, and to Mick and everyone else who's donated tonight. And we hope to catch you next month or later in this month for some more shows. And yeah, please follow us. Don't forget to you still can donate if you want. We won't say no. The Emil will post the relevant information. And I'd like to say thank you very much to our players, to Avril, to Eduardo, Hayleigh, Jess, Rachael, and Martin. Until next time, au revoir.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. So can we carry on chatting now in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to start a new meeting.
Wow. Wow. Amazeballs. Thanks,
That's
guys.
We don't have to.
Well done, everybody.
Yeah, well
Hi.
done.
I'm not going to stay very long because I'm a shell of a human being.
Oh, shame, Evan. Well
What
played.
happened, Ev? How was
you.
it?
This has been the most stressful few days of my life.
Yeah, well done.
We almost had to switch venues like an hour before the prac today.
Oh, shame,
Only-
Evan.
oh, awful, it was awful. Thanks. Yeah, it went okay. And one girl didn't pitch for
Wow.
her final.